Day 3. Been an interesting day. Started off fairly cool, but it got hot quickly. And strangely enough, with the heat rising as fast as it did, 3 runners managed to wander off the course and caused a fair amount of chaos for us, but we got them back, and we got them back on track. And well, when we last saw them in the early part of the day, they still had their sense of humor.
You got to get over it. You got to get over it and get on with it. But other than that, yeah, it's good.
You left Ian behind?
Well, Ian wouldn't let me stay with him in the end because he's having problems with his foot. And I said, I'll stay with you, and he went, no. No, he said, I'm all right, leave me.
Then things pretty much settled down for the day, and it was all good except Fergus, who had been up with the top guys, started to take his foot off the gas. We noticed he was dropping back. What do you think the reason for that was, Del?
I didn't have enough time to chat to Fergus today, but when I did see him towards the end of the day, he just said he started feeling a little bit flat, knowing that tomorrow is a long day.
Yeah.
So maybe there was a bit of sort of conserving energy. Who knows? But he wasn't Fergus that we know. When Russell and Fergus got to checkpoint 2 and Fergus didn't leave, Russell just carried on with his game and ran steadily. But he did say that when he got to checkpoint 3 and Hilton had just left, he knew he had cooked himself. So Russell also then tapped off quite considerably. But I think Fergus is going through a bad patch today.
Russell took off. Now I have a small bit of nausea in it, so I decided to take it easy today.
Okay.
Just one of those days. I'd rather it today than tomorrow. Just want to say good luck to Katie tomorrow. Sorry to be missing it. Have a great day. It's great, thank you.
Because you had a crack around day 1 and 2.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly thought if you had to predict a 1, 2, and 3, it would be Hilton, Fergus, Russell.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a change up in that. But tomorrow's a long day.
Well, this is the thing, and I think anybody who went out hard today might feel that wasn't a wise idea halfway through tomorrow.
Absolutely. And I think even those that didn't go out hard today are going to feel it tomorrow.
Yeah.
There are a few guys that really felt the heat, especially halfway between 3 and 4 checkpoint.
Yeah.
We actually had to put in a little mini water point just to give the guys, because they were getting to a point where they just had no water left.
Yeah.
And I believe that you'd rather keep the runner hydrated than starving from water, and you have a whole lot of runners just bailing.
Yeah. Well, the temperatures were soaring to around sort of mid-40s.
Now I know what's the E from KAEM. This extreme. That's what it was. What it is. Not for sissies.
This is tougher than my previous by a long way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 52.4. 52.4.
That's what you're walking on at the moment.
On the ground.
Yeah, and then we had some rain clouds build up, and I think that also contributes to the heat being trapped in.
Yeah.
So, ground temperature, then you got it from the top. You know, even though the clouds come over, there's no direct sunlight, but it traps the heat in, and it turns the temperatures up a little bit quicker.
Yeah. In the ladies section, there was no change in position, but what was quite interesting to note was that although Helen put a little bit extra onto Erica, Erica started to perk up after 3, and in spite of that tough section, she came into 4. She was looking strong.
Yeah, you know, I think I mentioned it yesterday that Erica seemed to think she had a virus. That was by no means anything. I think it was just a little 24-hour little bug that she picked up, and she kicked that, and she's looking good. She's looking good again. I saw it there at camp when I went down there, and she wasn't lying around. She had that smile on her face.
Yeah, she was
like
back.
she was back.
Mm.
Yeah. So you know, I don't want to put my hands in the till, but tomorrow's the long day, and you know, we'll see what happens. Erica might shine, or she might just go, well, you know, it's not my year this year, and sit back.
Yeah. So tomorrow staggered start again, and
Yeah.
What we sort of kicking off at around 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 6 o'clock the slowest runners go off, and then it's every half an hour, and then poor Hilton heads off at 1 on his own.
Yeah.
So but you know, he's done this before. He knows what he has to do.
Yeah. So just for the viewers, basically everybody gets a shot to run into the night.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's the sort
Everybody's
of the structure,
gonna everybody's gonna run into the night. Obviously, the guys that start off first, they spend a lot of time in the heat, which is maybe not the best thing that they would like.
Yeah.
But then again, you don't want to be sitting at a camp on your own like Hilton will be from 12 o'clock on his own, and then he has to start in the heat of the day.
Yeah.
But he'll finish strong. Russell said he might have spent 1 or 2 pennies too much today, so he might just also take the foot off the accelerator.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be a good day.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Today's been a long day for runners and crew. Yeah, I think it's now 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we've been going since 5 this morning, so it's almost time to say good night.
Yeah.
And some shout out for us, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Well, we'll be back tomorrow night. Well, in fact, we won't be back tomorrow night because we're going to be out there tomorrow night, but we will be back on the following night with a show, and we'll let you know how it's been on the long day. 80Ks, here we come. Cheers.